Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the virtual Two-Way Street Coffee House. We are so happy to have you here tonight to hear the concert from our wonderful artist who is from the East Coast. But before I introduce her, I would like to tell you that your Two-Way Street staff is working very hard to present as many musical events as possible for your enjoyment, and also participatory events if you like to play. We're so sorry we cannot see you face to face, but all of us need to stay safe in this time of health crisis. And hopefully we will all be able to be present together in the same place at some point in the hopefully near future. In terms of participatory events, we do have one tomorrow afternoon. For those of you who are interested in playing, we are having our regular Zoom sing-around led by George Mattson. That will be tomorrow afternoon from 2 to 4 o'clock. That would be Central Standard Time. If any of you are listening from other time zones and would like to join us, visitors are welcome. The information for the Zoom meeting, the link and the ID number, those are all on our Facebook page. And I believe those are also on our website, but they are most assuredly on our Facebook page. Please do join us if you're a musician and you'd like to play with us. You might not be able to do it in person under normal circumstances, but we would be delighted to have you join us. Next week's artists, a young couple, Christina Marie and Matthew Michael, have played our stage several times. They played the Fox Valley Folk Festival Two-Way Street stage last year. They're a wonderful, wonderful young duo from Illinois, and they will be playing next Friday night, and they have just released their first, I believe it's a shorter, an EP, a shorter CD, maybe 6 or 7 songs, but it is their first, and they're very proud of it, so I'm sure they will be playing some songs from that CD next week for you. Our artist tonight is from the Boston area, and she has been acknowledged for her songwriting skills in many, many places. She won the Connecticut songwriting competition in 2018. She has been one of the finalists for the Kerrville Festival 3 or 4 times. Most recently, the one that was to be held this past May, which of course was canceled due to the COVID crisis. She has been an emerging artist on the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival, and we had hoped to present her live for your entertainment. I believe she was supposed to be here in July maybe, but unfortunately we weren't able to do that for obvious reasons, so we are very happy she's agreed to join us. A special welcome to any of Susan's fans who might be joining from places where you ordinarily would not be able to hear a Two-Way Street concert. We welcome you, as well as our regular patrons. And now, with no further words, I'd like to introduce to you Susan Cattaneo.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
I'm very excited to
be here. Thank you, Denise, so much for that lovely intro. I'm so sorry I'm not in Chicago in real life, but I'm here in Medford, which is kind of like Chicago, in no way at all like Chicago, but that's okay. At the diner downtown, old timers sit around, talk about the flood of 42, how they washed from higher ground as the water took it down, like a verse from the Bible coming true. After losing everything, you could hear the hammers ring as as they built it all up again. The mill wheels turned, they kneeled in church, washed of all their sins, but the river always wins. I come down from the mountain like judgment from on high, going home to the ocean, and I don't give a damn about the dreams of man, and I won't be denied. Boys with fishing poles and born-again souls, lovers with their hearts ablaze. I've always been there for the lonely in despair. I took a few in my dark embrace. I've seen the mill shut down and the jobs go south. It ain't ever been the same way since. For all the things they try to change, I will always remain. I'll be damned, but I won't give in, 'cause the river always wins. I come down from the mountain like judgment from on high, going home to the ocean, and I don't give a damn about the dreams of man, and I won't be denied. No, I won't be denied.
So that was a song that I wrote with a fabulous songwriter named Mark Orelli. And if you don't know Mark Orelli, please right now, well, no, not right now. When I'm done in an hour, go to Mark's page and check out his work, because he is one of my favorite songwriters. And he has also released this album on his new album, which is called Blindsided. So I am from the Jersey state, the Garden State, which I can't believe it's called the Garden State because, well, I was raised on a farm. But when I was young, the highway came through, and they built two major highways that kind of intersected our property. And we literally went from, having like at nighttime only cows to listen to really, the highway was so loud that some nights we couldn't eat outside. So I was thinking about that idea and the fact that the landscape can change so much, and I came up with this song. Hold on, sorry. Forgot to change my drop D. There we go. When I was 10, the highwaymen broke ground and broke the heart of my hometown. They tore down oaks to plant 8 rows of asphalt, laying that blacktop down. We forgot what silence was in the rolling thunder of the nighttime trucks. And that rumble in my chest felt just like love. And ooh, you can't raise nothing in a field of stone. And ooh, you learn real quick that you can't go home.
most. You feel it so close. That field of stone. When I was 10, my daddy left and mama said, all men are no good strays. But my child's mind knew if I'd been better, he'd have loved me, he'd have stayed. And I wished him back with all my might on every muted star in those highway lights. And my heart grew hard and tight. And ooh, you can't raise nothing in a field of stone. And ooh, you learn real quick that you're on your own. One matters most. You feel it so close. That field of stone. I have my mother's hands and heartache, and my father's need to run. My history is my headstone in this grave they've dug. And ooh, you can't raise nothing in a field of stone. And ooh, you learn real quick that what's gone is gone. What matters most, you feel it. That field of stone. That field of stone.
So, I feel like saying thank you, ladies and gentlemen, because I have no idea. It's so strange because I'm just looking at myself. So I'm like, yay, Susan, you did that song. So I'm gonna drop D again, and hopefully I'll remember to retune it. So this next song is interesting because like the first song, it has a lot to do with the fact that, you know, we try and control nature, but nature will not be controlled. And one of the things that I was most interested in was the Dust Bowl. And I started to research the Dust Bowl, and I discovered that they were called black blizzards, which I thought was really cool. The other thing I discovered was that scientists believed that the amount of people determined where God would make it rain. So they told all the farmers to go out and plant wheat because they said that the rain would follow the plow, and of course it didn't. So this is called Abide. Forgotten the words. Okay.
A black blizzard's coming across the plains. The dust kicks up and it's nighttime for days. Wheat dried up in 1935. When the crows came around, it felt like a sign. Abide the world's wicked ways. Abide, accept what you cannot change. But in this land that God's forgotten, fear and hunger come a knocking. Farmer widowed by the sun, and the rain don't come. Rusted cars on hot brown earth make a noose round this bone-white church. Raise a hand to the stained glass air, but faith only feeds a man's despair. Abide the world's wicked ways. Abide, accept what you cannot change. But in this land that God's forgotten, fear and hunger come a knocking. Farmer widowed by the sun, and the rain don't come. No, the rain don't come. They said that rain would follow the plow, but that tight-fisted sky won't give up clouds. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust now. Abide the world's wicked ways. Abide, accept what you cannot change. But in this land that God's forgotten, fear and hunger come a knocking. Farmer widowed by the sun, and the rain don't come. Still the rain don't come.
I like the sustain on that D. Like, yeah. So that's Abide. Well, thank you. I'm seeing some comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's awesome. Wonderful to have you here. I'm going to do this next song. For all you songwriter geeks out there, there's a technique called recoloring, where you take the same phrase and you kind of reinterpret what its meaning is. And I love that. And I do it a lot in my songs. And this next song is one that uses the recoloring technique actually internally in the chorus, which I think is really cool. So by the way, for those of you who don't know me, I teach songwriting at the Berklee College of Music. So I'm a total songwriting geek. I love songs. I love talking about songs. And this is one of my favorite techniques, which hopefully you'll hear.
Troubles hiding like a telltale heart, beating softly in the bedroom dark. Watch the world as it falls apart. You fill the spaces with an empty kiss. Say our love would never come to this. Sure, I'll forget and you'll forgive. The lies between lovers, a tangled truth that pulls asunder. Words as careless as a lipstick's red, temper flaring like a cigarette, and little ones between us taking cover. That's what love split their hearts in our little war, sweep the wreckage out the door. We tell ourselves we're gonna be okay, things are better working out this way. Crooked scars, they're gonna fade. The lies between lovers, a tangled truth that pulls asunder. Words as careless as a lipstick's red, temper flaring like a cigarette, and little ones between us taking cover. That's what lies between lovers. Lies between lovers. Oh. The lies between lovers, a tangled truth that pulls asunder. I'll forget, you'll forgive the lies, lies.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. So I drank a really fabulous little cup of espresso before this show tonight because I wanted to be awake. So everything is feeling like it's a little faster than it should be, but that's okay. So I'm going to talk about this song. So this song is a new song that I wrote. I am the proud mom, or the proud daughter of a 92-year-old mom who I've been trying very hard to keep safe in these times. And I'm also the proud mom of an 18-year-old daughter who will be going off to college in like a week and a half. And I'm trying desperately to also keep her safe. And it's been an interesting time. I wrote this song because I was thinking about what we as daughters inherit from our mothers, and from what they inherit from their mothers, and what we as mothers pass on to our daughters. So this is a song. It's called Borrowed Blue.
Mothers and daughters, cut from the same cloth, we promise our hearts till death do we part, in front of the same God. We say I love you, then we say I do, then we spend years saying I'm sorry more than we have to. Is something borrowed, something blue? We've been handed down this sorrow, but we wear it as if it were true. It's something borrowed, something blue. Something blue. Daughters and mothers carry the same scars. We question our worth, what we deserve. We inhabit the same dark. We say I love you, then what do? We put ourselves down, put ourselves last. Look at our lives, a half-empty glass. That's something borrowed, something blue. We've been handed down this sorrow, but we wear it as if it were true. It's something borrowed, something blue. Something blue. Can we undo what has been done? Is it set in stone who we become? She is my daughter. We have the same eyes. She's quick with a word, quick to feel hurt. Her shadows are all mine. And how I love her, as mothers do. And I'll be damned if I'll make her carry more than she has to. Of something borrowed, something blue. I've been handed down this sorrow, but I swear I won't make it true. It's something borrowed, something blue. Something blue. Something blue.
So I wrote that, and that is going to be on a new album that I haven't recorded yet. I was supposed to record it, and it's called All Is Quiet. And I started work on it because we were empty nesters for the first time ever in September of last year. And then suddenly in March of this year, we were no longer empty nesters because they all moved back in with us. So, but I think still All Is Quiet. It feels like, you know, that world when we all shut down for a while, that was certainly quiet, and things are definitely not back the way they used to be. But anyway, I'd like to do this song. So now that we're good friends, I want to share something with you. Do you have a crush on anybody in particular? Any movie star? Any rock star? Well, this is my crush song.
I've always had a thing for the king, a shy boy with a southern drawl, always puts my heart in a spin. So when you walked in, cool and slow, you caught me before you even said hello. Jet black hair, sky blue eyes, I thought my, oh my, oh my, you're 10 kinds of trouble. That voice like Tupelo, honey, you're 10 kinds of trouble. The bad boy smile is this hard running. The way you walk, the way you talk, the sweetest southern rock and roll. You ain't never been to Memphis, boy, but you got Elvis in your soul. I'm never playing wild with my heart. Now I'm wondering if there's a fire just beyond your spark. If you're bad news, I want to read all about it. You're worth the fall, I don't even doubt it. Wanna go for broke, get all shook up for this love, 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 love. You're 10 kinds of trouble with that voice like Tupelo, honey. You're 10 kinds of trouble. Your bad boy smile is this hard running. The way you walk, the way you talk, the sweetest southern rock and roll. You ain't never been to Memphis, boy, but you got Elvis in your soul. Yes, you do. 1, 2, 3, 4, this is what my heart's for. 5, 6, 7, it feels like heaven. 8, 9, 10, won't you kiss me again and again and again and again? I'm in 10 kinds of trouble with that voice like Tupelo, honey. You're 10 kinds of trouble. Your bad boy smile is this hard running. The way you walk, the way you talk, the sweetest southern rock and roll. You ain't never been to Memphis, boy, but you got Elvis in your soul. Oh yeah, you got Elvis in your soul. Yeah, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. Yeah, 10 kinds of trouble.
So I'm gonna do a song, another new song that I wrote for someone that I care deeply about, who I think is in trouble, and I wanted to write a song for her. I've turned off the air conditioning so that the fan doesn't run during this show, and I'm just letting you know it's very, very hot in this room. My guitar is like, what? Tuning? What? Here we go. This is called Elegy.
She's got an emoji heart, a big smile and Kmart smarts, all dressed up in stripes and stars, with nowhere to go. Supergirl in a supersized frame, not a thought in that blue light brain. Once a beauty, now a shame. She's all for show. She's going down. She's going down. Our thoughts and prayers can't save her now. She don't play fair, don't play nice, spouting virtue but full of vice. And I'm ashamed to call her mine, but I can't let her go. My all-American beauty queen, gown of glory ripping at the seams. How'd she ever get so mean? Only heaven knows. She's going down. She's going down. She's going down. She's going down. thoughts and prayers can save her now. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Of thee I sing, of thee I sing, of thee I sing, of thee I sing. So, sorry, I went all political on you quickly, but now I'm going to take it back. I, as I said, I'm from New Jersey, but I have this wonderful connection to the Southwest because my uncle actually had to live out there because he had asthma and could not survive on the East Coast. So my grandparents shipped him out to Arizona onto this wonderful ranch camp in Mayer, Arizona called Quarter Circle V-Bar Ranch. And I love this place. I love this place. I was a camper there, and then I was a camp counselor, and it really was an important time in my life. And my uncle passed away, and I wanted to write a song for him and also for my love of the Southwest. And his nickname was Cowboy, and this is called How a Cowboy Says Goodbye. Why don't you sing me a love song as blue as a turquoise sky? Sing to me of deserts and days gone by, till I can see the barnyard with trees so high, and that young boy swinging a rope to the sky. Sing me a love song. Why don't you stay for a sweet while? Wrap me in your arms. I can lose my troubles in your canyon heart. Your gentle smile will take me through the velvet dark. Even though I know we're soon to be apart, stay for a sweet while. The moon holds the mesas in a silver glow. The stars hold fast the night. But everything must have a letting go, as dark gives way to light. Ooh. and be gone by morning light. 'Cause that is how a cowboy says goodbye. He sings to me a leaving lullaby.
Thank you. So this next song, it's really fun to perform with a band or even just by myself, because I like the fact that it has some truth in it. So I spend a lot of my time. I've been teaching at Berkeley for 100,000 years. No, actually, you know what? I've been teaching at Berkeley for 20 years, and there was supposed to be a party. I was supposed to have a party in last semester to celebrate my 20th year, but I didn't because everything shut down. Darn. Have to have a party at some point. But yeah, so I've been teaching at Berkeley for 20 years, and I spent a lot of that time telling my students that they needed to write their truth. Write your truth. And then I never ever wrote my truth. Ever. Never ever. And what happened for me, I had kind of an epiphany and decided to write my truth. And a lot of songs came out of that. So I'm going to play you this one.
I know just where you are. 3 shots in at your favorite bar. Crying in your glass, how love ain't fair. Well, you made your bed, now honey, I ain't there. So drink up, get drunk, the night's on me, 'cause I'm worth the whiskey. Take a sip for every time you lied and kissed me. I was the best you ever had, now I'm never coming back. So every time you feel the burn, I hope you miss me, 'cause I'm worth the whiskey. Go hide in those neon lights. Morning's gonna catch you dead to rights. And when your head is aching and it just won't quit, I hope it hurts as much as my heart did. So as you lift that glass and toss them back, think of me, 'cause I'm worth the whiskey. Take a sip for every time you lied and kissed me. I was the best you ever had, now I'm never coming back. So every time you feel the burn, I hope you miss me, 'cause I'm worth the whiskey. I'm worth the whiskey. I'm worth the whiskey.
And I am worth it, that whiskey. So yeah, so that is that song. I'm trying to remember. Oh, this one. I'll do this one. Sorry. So for those of you who do know me, you might know that 3 years ago, I think 3 years ago, I had this, God, was it 3 years ago? I had an accident where I fell headfirst down a flight of steps and broke everything in my body. And it was a really rough time, and it took me a long time to get better from it. I felt really injured. And because it was such a long recovery period, I wondered whether I was going to get better ever. And when I finally did, I thought to myself, well, I can either let this experience define who I am, or I can define it for myself. I can make something out of it. I can understand why it happened to me, and I can come to peace with that. And so I wrote this song, and it's another new one that will be on All Is Quiet someday. It's called Broken Things. Digging in the garden, we search for buried treasure, broken china hiding in the dirt. A yellow rose, the ghost of a teacup, daisies on the hint of a plate, coming up like crocuses out of the earth. And we lay them on the sill in the sun, delicate and fragile everyone. Oh, the beauty in broken things, the beauty. We are cut with memories, shattered by our history, left to wonder how we make it through. But look upon a stained glass window, so many pieces bound into one, colors come together in a holy hue. And we carry in us each and every shard, 'cause a life well lived must always bear a mark. Oh, the beauty in broken things, the beauty. We can make our world and only feel the edges. We can speak our words and only hear the hurt. Or we can take each day a gift that is unspoken and see the beauty in the broken. The beauty in broken things, the beauty. So that's my song about my injuries. And hopefully, I think it's also something for the time that we're living in right now. Maybe this is a broken time, but it'll be something that we'll learn from, and we'll get something from out of this at the end. All right, I'm going to play another new song. Do I want to do that one? Yeah, what the heck? Why not? So I wrote this. I've not written many songs in this pandemic. I have spent a lot of time sitting on the couch eating Oreos and watching HGTV, which is awesome, by the way. I'm a big fan of Flea Market Flip. I've watched that one a lot. And right now we're watching Designed by the Fords or something like that, which is a brother and sister team. And it's so funny because the Flea Market Flip made it so that every time I walk the dog, there'll be like there was a construction site with 4 pylons, black pylons that had these metal tops. And I was like, oh, I could turn those into a bar. All they need is a wood on top, and then I could refurbish them. So I don't do any of that. I am not handy that way. But anyway, the pandemic made me a little bit muted, a little bit quiet. And I then started to make music again. And I wrote this with my dear friend, Scarlett Keys, whom I love. It's called Hymn. This is my hymn, the place where I begin to go back to when days get blue. I need to tune. Sorry. It's worth it. Believe me, I can't stand it. I'll start again and then you'll know it at that point. You could sing along. Oh. Okay, here we go. Yeah. This is my hymn, the place I begin to go back to when days get blue. This is my way to show a little faith for the simple things, the sound of rain on the roof. I'm counting all the days and all the stars and all my blessings too. I'm counting all the moments, all the life that I've spent with you. Troubles seem to shatter when I remember all that matters is that love always wins. That's where I begin. When I'm all alone, heart sinking like a stone, you help me find the silver line of the moon. Your hand in my hand, darkness doesn't stand a chance to steal the joy, to stop the voice that speaks to me so sweetly, telling me this haunted heart's trouble-proof. I'm counting all the days and all the stars and all my blessings too. I'm counting all the moments, all the life that I've spent with you. Troubles seem to shatter when I remember all that matters is that love always wins. That's where I begin. Amen. 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 just a little ditty to remember what's important in the world. So I'm gonna do this song. So my last album is called The Hammer and the Heart, and it's a double album because why not? Go big or go home, right? And I felt like I had to write a manifesto to commemorate the release of a double album. And the hammer is the electric side, and the heart is the acoustic side. And I actually felt so strongly about this song that I recorded it on both albums. So there's a rock version of it on the hammer and a folk version of it on the heart. Sorry, man, the tuning is so wacky here. Oh, one more time, that E string is fabulous. All right, so this one is called Work Hard, Love Harder. And I think now more than ever, I believe this song. And I'm gonna play it for you. And I want you to think about the idea of loving harder, because that's really all that matters, right? So. The heart beats louder than the dollar, shines bright in a world gone darker, draws joy in permanent marker. Work hard, but love harder. Father Time's got a job to do. Punches in his time card, then he's coming for you. You pray to St. Joe for that 9 to 5. You should be praying to St. Valentine. Darker, draws joy in permanent marker. Work hard, but love harder. Hug your kids and call your mother. Be grateful and be kind to others. Kiss more, laugh more, just for starters. Work hard, but love harder. You get so lost in your daily grind, you forget that there ain't no second time around. 20, 30, 40 years fly through. Suddenly you're wondering where'd your dreams get to. Shines a light in a world gone darker, draws joy in permanent marker. Work hard, love harder. Hug your kids and call your mother. Be grateful and be kind to others. Kiss more, laugh more, just for starters. Work hard, love harder. What are you waiting for? Come on! What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Be a friend, don't be a martyr. Make mistakes, they'll make you smarter. Take your life and turn it up louder. Work hard, but love harder. Hug your kids and call your mother. Be grateful and be kind to others. Kiss more, laugh more, just for starters. Work hard, love harder. Work hard, love harder. Work hard, but love harder.
Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Two-Way Street Coffee House. Thank you, Chicago people. I'm Susan Cattaneo. Ah, I'm so sorry. I was
That
looking
was-
at the time, and I was like,
looking at the time, and I was like,
Oh, that's okay. We're
Oh,
still
good.
on live here, so
Oh,
that's
good.
okay. I thought you saved the last
I
song
did
for
that.
the best one for last here,
I
which
did
is
that.
what you're supposed to do. Anyway, folks, that was Susan Cattaneo. Look for her somewhere down the road when we're reopened, because we will have her on stage in person, so you can meet her. In the meantime, you can donate at www.twowaystreet.org. The information's right up on your screen. And I'm betting Susan has CDs
I
on
have-
her website.
the Hammer and the Heart.
I have the Hammer and the Heart.
Haunted
Yes.
Heart.
I have
And
Haunted
I
Heart.
have Brave and Wild.
Uh-huh.
and I have
I have a lot of CDs, and some of them have
Some of
heart
them-
in the title, and some don't.
And I, for one, will be heading for your website to pick up some of that fine music. Good night, folks. Stay well. Come back next week to hear the wonderful duo from very close to the Chicago area, just a little bit west of here. Christina Marie and Matthew Michael playing as I get the letters right here. MMCM. They're a wonderful duo. They played our stage before, and I know you love them because you love them in person, so why not live? Thank you so much, Susan, for joining us tonight, and we'll see you all at the jam tomorrow if you want. The information on that is on our website for the Zoom link. And good night, all.